When you think of a territorial dispute, you often think of a conflict over land. But here in Southeast Asia lies what's known as the South China Sea. And if you want to know who controls the waters, well, good luck. It's going to depend on who you ask. These are all of the countries that claim a piece of the South China Sea. Well, except China, which claims nearly all of it. And in recent years, China doubled down on that claim by building man-made islands with military facilities. In 2017 alone, these construction projects covered 72 acres. These new islands have made surrounding nations and even the United States pretty nervous. So what is it about this small body of water that makes it so desirable? For one, it's a massive shipping passage with $5.3 trillion worth of trade cruising through its waters every year. That's nearly 1/3 of all global maritime trade. Second is, well, what's below the surface? Lots and lots of oil and natural gas. How much exactly? The US estimates there's 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas in the South China Sea, while one Chinese government-owned oil company actually put the figure closer to 125 billion barrels of oil and 500 trillion cubic feet of natural gas in undiscovered areas. And when you think China consumes about 4.5 billion barrels of oil annually, well, that could potentially mean several decades worth of energy. So it's understood why the South China Sea is one of the most disputed places on the planet, but why is its ownership left open for interpretation? According to international law, every country has the right to claim up to 12 nautical miles from its coast as its territory. Meanwhile, a country can claim an exclusive economic zone extending up to 200 nautical miles for things like mining or fishing. That's the law most governments around the South China Sea are following. But China's government says they have an exception. The 9-dash line. The 9-dash line, originally the 11-dash line, first appeared on a Chinese map about 70 years ago. Now, Beijing argues this serves as historical evidence that it has a claim to up to 90% of the contested waters. The line is less than 200 miles away from some coastal areas of Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam, yet it reaches as far as 1,200 miles from the south of mainland China. So that's why in 2016, an international tribunal voted against China, saying it has no legal basis for its claims. Most of the region welcomed the news, but the Chinese government pretty much pretended the ruling never happened, building more artificial islands and bases since. American allies in the area might hope that the US will get involved, but Chinese officials recently gave the Trump administration a warning. The more ships the US brings to the contested waters, the more China will step up its presence. Hey guys, it's Upton. Thanks for watching. For more of our videos, check out What is Alibaba here and What does China own in Australia here. We're also taking suggestions for future CNBC Explains, so leave your comments in the section below. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel.